Most salespeople, they lose deals because their calls have zero structure. In this video, I'll walk you through the exact 5-part process that I used to close over 200K last month as a 17-year-old with above a 60% close rate. This structure, it works in like coaching, it works in agencies, it works in SaaS, and it's adaptable to like every single niche that you're in, just has to be tweaked around a little bit. So let's get straight into it, brother. The first thing I really focus on is the intro and the problem finding. At the top of call, you're going to have to build a bit of rapport, low pressure, disarm them a little bit, then go a lot deeper into their problems, what exactly they need help with, right? Impact. Like, I'll give you an example. Say for marketing, they say they feel like their ads are just not getting them results. Okay, when did you realize that? What's causing your ads to not get results? And then that's cause, and then you have to do the effect. Your ad's not getting the results you wanted to get. How's that affecting your business? Okay, we haven't been growing. How long has that been going on for? Gotcha. What impact has that been having on, whatever your industry is? Like, you have specific impact questions. As soon as you impact, you move into the pre-handle. If this has been going on over like the past 7-8 months, why haven't you fixed it yet? Like, what's kind of slowed you down from going out there and fixing this problem? Here, like, a way I would ask that is like, over like the past 6-7 months, this going on in your business where like you haven't been able to scale because like your marketing hasn't been on point. Like, what's kind of slowed you down from going out there and getting a more advanced marketing solution to fix it? This is going to pre-handle the objections you're going to get at the end of the call. Not saying you're not going to get any, but it's going to be way less. You'd go a lot deeper into the money, handle that right there, and then you'd move on to the next phase, which is the buying phase, right? I call it the buying value, sorry. The buying values essentially is where you want to get what exactly they need so you can pitch it to them at the end. They say a trading mentorship, right? Like, they want help with their setups. They want help with their risk management. They want help with their psychology. They want help, like, they want a community, right? You would get all of these like 3-4 things and you would include it, and like you would heavily press on that during your pitch. So whenever you are explaining it to them, they'll be like, oh, this is exactly what I need. And it'll be like a no-brainer for them. This part is very important, but it's often overlooked. It's like one of the less important parts in the call that people think aren't as important, but I think it is very important. And I think it's very important because like you can literally tell them what they want at the end of the call, and they will buy from you because of that. I've gotten a lot of like objection to sales because of this phase right here. The fourth phase is building up their desired state, where exactly they want to get to, their desired state from the mentorship, right? Fast forward a year from now, like off of this mentorship, say this was to be a success, what do you want to be bringing in month to month off of trading? Say they say like 10K a month. What would things be different for you making 10K a month? I would be able to have more time. What would you do with that time? I'd be able to spend more time with my family. How much time are you able to spend with your family now? Not as much as I want to. You being able to spend all that time with your family, you being able to do all these things, you being able to make 10K a month and like see your kids whenever they're going to basketball games and all that, what would that make you feel? Make me feel good. And then you would have to contrast what they feel to how they're feeling right now. Like what they feel when they get there to how they feel right now. As soon as you get that contrast, you would move into the cost of inaction. Like, what happens if nothing changes? This type of life that they're living, where they're not as happy, is what their life is going to be essentially for the next 20, 30, 50 years. Right, if nothing changes. And you have to like help them realize that if they don't change anything, that nothing will change. And whenever they realize that, it's kind of like a no-brainer. A lot of urgency is built up and they realize they have to make a change. As soon as they realize they have to make a change, that's whenever you go into your pitch. That's whenever you go into your objection handling. You shouldn't even get that many objections if you do follow this process, but you move into your pitch. You pitch them based off of like the pain. You pitch them based off of the goals that they were telling you earlier on in the call. They want like they want better setups, they want a better strategy. You would pitch them on that instead of pitching them about the psychology aspect if that's not what they want. Obviously you would include it, but you wouldn't be as heavy on that. And then if you do get objections, you handle the objections by being on their side and helping them see that that objection is not going to help them get to where they want to go. You're having them let go of those way of thinking instead of trying to fight them in objection handling, because you're not going to get anywhere if you're just trying to fight them. That's really the 5-step process that I follow in like every single one of my calls, and it's helped me get like a lot of my calls with zero objections, at least like 40-50% of them. And the ones that I do get objections, they're not as strong and they're not as hard to handle. But yeah, if you guys want this link, if you guys want this Miro, I'll link it down below, or you guys can text me on my Instagram. I'll also link that down below. And if you guys have any video recommendations, I'll get that filmed as well. But yeah, boys, peace.